Question on census and national election outstanding payments. Nasfund notes over 8 billion Kina financial result. And Australian Federal Police facilitate first aid training with St. John Ambulance.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Avoy. Thank you for joining us. Provincial member for East Sepik, Alan Bird, raised questions to the Minister for Administrative Services, Richard Masere, in regards to outstanding payments for census and the 2022 National General Election.
Bills were
The Governor for East Sepik asked the Minister for Administrative Services, Richard Masere, to confirm if it is true that the local level government has been allocated a 120 million kina to run the LLG elections. He also asked if the money has already been allocated to the Electoral Commission. Governor Bird also asked if the government is aware of some of the outstanding bills from 2022 National General Election and the recent census.
Budget blow close to, I think, 120 million long LLG elections. You can confirm him this plan or not. Number one, ask him. Number two, ask him. Also, enough you talk sabe long, all people belong. You me long Papua New Guinea whether this law get a money all line long electoral commission ikisim penis or no gat. Number two, ask him. Number three, also display me concern belong all LLG presidents belong ECPIC. Na all ward members belum ibla. You got all outstanding bills where electoral commission ibini come long conducting 2022 elections. Na only go na only obtaining services belum man merilo place only kisim all speedboat, only kisim all car, even private car, all kisim plan di through. Na only no been paying all display bills na only outstanding yet is that. Okay, recently long time long working census, one can pass any come up. All line long NSO, you go down long ECP, na only go kisim all car, na kisim all kind all services where only need him, guest house, blol man Mary. Now this all bills too outstanding nice stuff.
In response, the minister said the government is a responsible government and he did brought a submission into NEC.
I can assure the good governor and the people of Papua New Guinea, and especially the people of East Sepik, that the government is responsible. And we have allocated, I brought a submission into NEC last week, which was fully endorsed by NEC, and a budget of 180 million has been allocated to conduct not only the LLG elections, but also to run 5 by-elections this year.
He said 156 million kina has been allocated to run the LLG elections and 26 million kina for 5 by-elections.
And 26 million kina has been allocated for the 5 by-elections. The 5 by-elections will include Aitapelumi, Usino Bundi, Kaboom, Central Bougainville, and Porgera Paala, which will all take place shortly.
For the outstanding payments, the minister said they are all aware of that and they are working with the Treasury to offset those claims.
The outstanding cost from the last elections, we are well aware of that. We continue to write into Treasury to remind the Treasury Department that we have an obligation as a government to offset some of those outstanding claims, because that's always going to be an issue when it comes to major events.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
A tax bill has been passed yesterday by a total of 79 members of parliament voting for it. According to the Treasury Minister, Ian Ling-Starkey, the bill will now replace the 1959 Income Tax Act, which was enacted 66 years ago.
Prime Minister, whilst commending the Treasury Minister, he said his government is trying its best to tidy up many things.
This government and the Treasurer, we are trying our very best to tidy on many legacies that we carry from our past, including unbundling from full cycle of colonialism This is one colonial law that we are eradicating from our house today.
He further said there is real actions that needs to be seen.
Also, Independent Commission Against Corruption. Since the late Tony Siaguru Tok Law 1984 or 82, 84, 85. Logat man serious lo passing this plan until me plak map office. Now you may moving through. Yes, plan talk outside, maybe good luck, but real action takes place inside.
The Minister for Labour and Employment, Cassie Sawang, said PNG is a country with no social security system, and with this income tax bill, it is commendable.
It's a country where we don't have a social security system. So if you are working and you're earning a salary or wage, you become the social security for your family, your extended family, your house line. And this decision to actually reduce the personal income tax, it's commendable.
She said it is also a relief wage earner. The Treasury Minister and member for KVN Ian Lingstaki said this law suits the country's economy.
Rewrite aims to establish clear, concise and adaptable tax law suited to our country's economic, business and social environment.
He said the bill will now replace the 1959 Income Tax Act. He thanked both sides of the House to support the important bill. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Minister for Coffee William Bando said coffee supports around 50,000 households in the country. He said coffee is still leading in the country as it supports 3 million people directly.
Ayatambua asked the Minister for Coffee on the updates of the freight subsidy program for coffee farmers that was introduced by the government.
Between 4 to 5% of the coffee, all export coffee bloimi and come from all rural areas. By addressing this issue, lo assisting all farmers bloimi in rural areas, government has been putting on the policy called the freight subsidy program.
He asked when exactly the farmers will start benefiting from this program.
Farmers inside lo bush lo KVN, farmers inside lo bush long, alatao. Plant yields lo farmers depend on the freight subsidy program. You know lo coffee tasol, but also lo cocoa too. So me asking good Minister bring me this lo freight subsidy program one time, but government releasing money lo assist all farmers bring me.
In response, the Minister for Coffee said the money was parked in the agriculture sector and not under his ministry. However, he said the government has increased the budget for coffee this year, thus it will cater for this subsidy.
That's about 3 million individuals we're talking about. Coffee used to be the leading agricultural export in our country, but unfortunately, we say the oil palm has taken over. But one point I want to make today is that the retention rate from oil palm, who owns this industry, and how many of our people are benefiting from oil palm directly. Do we own that industry or not? So as a minister for this commodity, coffee, I think coffee, we are still leading in this country. On its direction for coffee, there's a substantial increase in the budget.
Yes.
And as a result, there's a component for freight support as well, price support, freight support, the plantation rehabilitation. There's about 80 or 90 million. That's a big budget that this government has appropriated. And
whilst giving his response, he also asked the authorities responsible to look into the roads that are economically benefiting the coffee farmers.
Similarly to oil palm, to cocoa, to copra. These are the places that we need to connect them up with roads. The Connect PNG program. Connect PNG program funding. Connect PNG program funding is not a funding to connect from one district to another within a province. It should never be the case.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
As concerns on the new Porgera mine continues to rise, Provincial member Sir Peter Ipatas asked questions to the Prime Minister in regards to the Community Development Agreement. He said even though the mine has been in operation for almost a year, the landowners are yet to benefit.
The provincial member for Enga, Sep Pitaipatas, asked the Prime Minister to give an update on the Community Development Agreement.
Number one is in relation to CDA. The people of Enga, and especially the people affected and impacted by Porgera mine, are still waiting for CDA to be completed. As Prime Minister is aware, Mr. Speaker, most of the cake has been cut. Now, there's a lot of expectation. People think that there's more to cut. I think this CDA needs to be signed up quickly. The mine has been operating for more than a year now, and people are not benefiting. And that can cause a little bit of tension and problems. So, Prime Minister, if you can tell the people of Enga, especially the people of Porgera and those affected, riverine people.
He also asked if the Henga Highway can be upgraded as it is an economic road.
Question 2 is that since we closed the mine, up to about now going to 6 years, no maintenance work was done on the road. Now this is an economic road, Mr. Speaker. So I would like to know if the government can intervene very quickly to upgrade this very important economic road, which is known as the Enga Highway, starting from Togoba to Porgera.
The Prime Minister said he will announce the outcome of the CDA at the end of this month or next month.
People who are waiting for CDA process, the Mining Minister and the MRA has been assembling all the submissions. The submissions also will give consideration to submission from the riverine area that starts in the Porgera Valley, that runs right through the side of West Sepik Province and Hela Province, and also some kilometers into Western Province in as far as the environmental impact zone is concerned.
He also stressed on the resettlement plan.
In 1990, when the mine started, no effective relocation of people from the mine site has taken place. So as part of the close-up and to reopen, we intend to fully resettle people out of the mine area, give them a decent future in a proper resettlement. Governor, I want to commend again your team from having a clear resettlement plan as we announce CDA. Part of the announcement also must entail or will entail the clear path for resettlement. So we isolate people coming in from outside, and at the moment the threat of illegal visitors into Porgera, participating in illegal mine, is something that is not good.
Prime Minister also made known that the road will also be looked into. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Deputy Opposition Leader, James Nomane, before raising his question without notice on the floor of Parliament, commended performing ministers.
The member for Juave and the Deputy Opposition Leader, James Nomane, said the opposition not only hold the executive government to account, but they also give credits to where it is due.
I have this opportunity, Minister. I would like to give our full commendation to the Mara Barroso government, and especially in the Prime Minister exercising his prerogative to appoint certain ministers that have been absolutely outstanding in their performance and policy implementation. The opposition not only holds the executive government to account, we give credit where credit is due too.
He named 3 ministers under 3 ministerial portfolios and commended them on behalf of the opposition team for their great performance.
Firstly, I would like to give our full recognition and commendation to the good Minister for Coffee. As of late, you have been the #1 topic of discussion in both Eastern Highlands and Simbu, and I completely salute you. Thank you. Through you, Honourable Speaker. Secondly, I would like to commend the Honourable Minister for Higher Education and Sports for your interaction with the institutions, for elevating the status of the institutions, for driving policy effectively It is a breath of fresh air, and for a first-term MP, both you and the Minister for Coffee, we would like to commend you. And on that note, I would like to also take this opportunity to thank one of our political gurus, the Honourable Minister for International Trade and Investment, the Honourable Minister Maru, for effectively driving his ministry, promoting trade and investment for the country, promoting the overall profile for Papua New Guinea in the international arena. We would like to also salute the Prime Minister in his selection and appointment of these ministries, Mr. Speaker.
He said this at the Parliament House this morning. The Parliament was adjourned to the 13th of May this year. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Attention all students, parents and schools. The Smart Start School promotion is back for 2025. Your school could win a school grant worth 44,000 kina. Here's how. Collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits, write your name, number and school on an envelope, put the empty packets inside and drop them into an entry box at a registered school. The school with the highest number of valid entries in each region wins. 1,000 consolation prizes are also up for grabs. Register your school now with Paradise Foods Limited. Smart Start breakfast biscuit, proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Our youth walk our streets and they see everything around them. They see all the institutions, they see all the corporations, they see the private sector, the civil services. They see everything around us, but the modalities of connectivity, how do we connect? How do we engage? How do we bring value to that?
Monday night on In Focus, we feature discussions on the Youth Resource Week.
The population numbers are huge. The opportunities in the formal space are low.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National EMTV News. Nasfund has reported an audited financial result of over 8 billion kina, marking a 1 billion kina increase from last year. The announcement was made today by the CEO, Rajiv Sharma, at the Nasfund Annual Employer Conference held at the Hilton Hotel.
Sharma described the result as the best in 15 years, attributing 56% of the returns to 2 key investment areas.
Now, 56% of our returns, they came only from 2 areas. First call out is to Bank South Pacific, BSP. This investment continues to shine for many across PNG and the region and provided 35% of our total return. The second area of growth was offshore.
He also highlighted a significant policy benefit for long-term contributors, stating that no tax would be applied to members who have contributed for more than 15 years.
We were very pleased to announce our audited result. The net assets value of over 8 billion kina. This is 1 billion increase from the last time we met, and a notable net profit after tax of 849 million for the year ending 31st of December 24. Based on these results, the Nasfund board approved an interest rating of 11.75% for 2024 financial year, and this 11.75% of the rating is best since 2010. So this is the best result in 15 years' time.
Meanwhile, Chief Officer of Nasfund Member Services Ann Wilson addressed key issues affecting the super fund, particularly the high number of unallocated contributions. She revealed that a total of 69 million kina in contributions from employers and voluntary members remained unallocated, labeling it as a red flag for the fund.
And this is considered a red flag as it is very high and way over the expected target of 50 million kina. It is a focus area always highlighted by the Nasfund Board of Directors. Our other key issue is the high defaulting employers. These are registered employers who are not remitting deducted contributions to the fund. So by the end of December 2024, employees were in default. We had 491 employees, which is 17% of our employer base.
To address the issue of multiple accounts, Sama urged employers to check with the new recruits if they already have a Nasfund account before opening new ones. He said this would help streamline member accounts and ensure better fund management.
So when it is smooth ride, you get benefit of that. When it is bumpy, you get less return. But it is all part of the game because you need to remain invested for longer. In market, it is what is important is time in the market, how long you remain invested. If you are not invested for long term, then you are going to lose out. But if you remain invested for a long time, over a prolonged period of time, it evens out. The highs and lows, basically, they just match and they even out, they give you a better return.
The conference gathered key stakeholders and employers to discuss financial performance and strategies for improving superannuation services in Papua New Guinea. James Kukan, National EMTV News.
The three-day conference of Pacific Education Minister 2025 has successfully concluded yesterday with the endorsement of Port Moresby Education Declaration at the Lolowata Resort.
The communique emphasizes the critical human rights of education for everyone and the importance of education as a sustainable development goal.
One of the biggest commitments that the ministers made in this communique is the commitment that the Pacific Regional Education Framework, PACREF, will be the mechanism through which these commitments will be carried out, and they've empowered PACREF to continue doing the work it does, and also to make sure that PACREF actually takes forward several of the key recommendations that have been carried out.
The co-host of the 2025 CPEM highlighted that the biggest concern raised during the conference was the shortage of teachers in the region, indigenous knowledge, culture and language, use of artificial intelligence for wider reach of education services, inclusive education, early childhood education, and vocational education and training pathways. He said the 2025 CPEM will feed into the Pacific Island Leaders meeting that will be held in Solomon Highlands.
CPEM has been very lucky because the Prime Minister himself said to the ministers that he would champion the discussions that have happened here and the decisions that have been taken, and he would be the person who would lead that into the leaders meeting in September in the Solomon Islands. So I think, Minister, a very big thank you to the Prime Minister, excuse me, for his deep commitment and his championing of the Minister's communique to go to the leaders' meeting.
PNG's Minister for Education said the Port Moresby Education Declaration embodies the collective aspirations and insights on strategies to address the challenges of education systems in the Pacific region.
The Port Moresby Education Declaration is not a policy document, it is a roadmap for the future. It encapsulates our shared priorities for all stakeholders.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The St. John Ambulance team has conducted a first aid training season for every week in Mount Hagen. The training was facilitated by the Australian Federal Police to enhance safety in the community.
The training involves different organizations, the corporate service, and interested individuals who are eager to learn the first aid response in the community. Australian Federal Police Inspector Darren Orrill said the initiatives aim to train 400 individuals across the province, equipping them with essential life-saving skills in their respective communities. Over the first week of January, police officers in Mount Hagen were the first to attend, while other organizations, corporate service, business houses, secondary schools, and interested individuals came in to participate in the life-saving skills. St. John Ambulance First Aid Instructor Robert Camara highlighted that the participants have been engaged in hand-on sessions that cover critical skills, including CPR, emergency techniques, and there were no difficulties identified in them.
I don't see or witness any difficulties basically in the understanding and interpretation studies, because we have people from the employment. I mean, they are currently employed with various organizations and department within Laos Islands, Western Islands region. So when it comes to the language and literature and numeracy issues, they all good. Meaning, I can say they are competent because simply they know how to read, write, and Islana. They grasp the understanding, and also looking at throughout the interaction Lodisla weekend. They have been asking lots of questions, and we even sometimes went above the level where we were supposed to line, depending on the questions, which I was very much happy explaining. Even though we go out Lodisla scope of festive, but I was very happy because it shows the eagerness to learn.
Mr. Camara said St. John Ambulance will issue certificates to individuals who passed the training skills to symbolize their commitment to improving health and safety in their communities. With this successful training going on, St. John Ambulance and the Australian Federal Police have set the stage for ongoing first aid education in the province. The training will end after they have reached the targeted number of 400 individuals in different communities across the province. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
And now we take a look at the Nasfund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2467 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2392 US, $0.3772 Australian dollars, 0.2117 euro, and 35.24 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream. Gullah Cone Ice Creams.
Gullah Stick Ice Creams and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams. Gullah, Gullah, yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with Nasfund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
MTV News A Closer Look returns for 2025, the current affairs program that brings to you weekly insights for the latest on education, health, business, politics,
I just want to make that clear.
sports, and more. A Closer Look, every Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV. You're watching National MTV News. It was revealed at the closing dinner of the 2025 Conference of the Pacific Education Ministers that the Marshall Islands will be hosting the 2027 conference.
In honor of Marshall Island hosting the 2027 CPEM, PNG's Minister for Education presented a symbolic gift to the Education Minister of Marshall Island, Gerald Zacchaeus, followed by the presentations of gifts to other education ministers of the Pacific. Echoing the CPEM 2025 theme, Transforming Education for a Better Pacific, the Marshall Island Minister for Education stressed on the importance of collaboration.
The Minister has correctly highlighted the key issues and successes we have deliberated upon this week, and many. But those challenges not only came with the success and collaboration we did this week, but also learning from the challenges that we've gone through. But it is only through learning from each other and talking with each other that we were able to succeed in the outcomes.
Minister Zacchaeus further congratulated Papua New Guinea on its coming 50th independence anniversary. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
With the aim to support grade 12 students in the country, Edge Education Consultancy Services has signed a partnership with the Australian Institute of Advanced Studies.
That's happening right now. We still have...
Director of Heads Education Consultancy Services Arava Ravu said with the rise in unemployment in the country, the company have decided to assist the young Papua New Guineans.
A partnership that puts the interest of Papua New Guinea students first. That's why we've had a look at a couple of them, and we said this is a starting infant stage for us, and we need to be careful with the partnership that we are working with. That's why we had a look at them, and because I've been working with this institute, Australian Institute of Advanced Studies, in my former role, I realized that they are one of the best in this business, in the vocational education training in Australia.
He said this partnership will push the interest of Papua New Guinea students.
So that's why we are here today, in this occasion, to sign and to cement our relationship. And it is our hope that Papua New Guinea students and children can benefit from this relationship. And at Edge Education, it's about Papua New Guineans empowering Papua New Guineans.
Australian Institute of Advanced Studies director emphasized on the partnership.
A lot of the colleges and schools have been set up by businessmen. They have a different concept. My college, myself and my business partner in Australia, both engineers first and both educators. I've been teaching for several years, so we have a different mindset. And that mindset is make the course as strong as possible so our students are ready for industry.
Mr. Ravu said those grade 12 students who wish to pursue their education and work in Australia can visit their office in Boroko.
Tomorrow and also on Sunday, we've got 3 sessions each day. Starts at 9 a.m., 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. So it's an invitation out to Papua New Guinea students in Port Moresby and parents. If they are interested, they can come over to Grand Papua Hotel, and those are the times that they can come.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The 7th Annual Joint Heads of Pacific Security meeting concluded in Port Moresby on March 20th, reinforcing regional cooperation on security challenges.
Delegates endorsed drafting instructions for a regional operation deployment framework, a key step toward coordinating military, police and civilian responses to crisis. Discussions also highlighted disaster preparedness, maritime security and transnational crime, with calls for a flexible Pacific-led security mechanism. The meeting ended with Papua New Guinea being acknowledged for hosting, while Australia was confirmed to host JHOPS 2026 and Cook Islands for 2027. Formed in 2019, JHOPS continues to drive regional security collaboration in the Pacific. James Guken, National EMTV News.
Police have arrested 2 main suspects in connection with the rape and murder of Margaret Gabriel at Watermark Estate in February, bringing the total number of detained suspects to 6.
According to NCD and Central Commander Benjamin Turi, the arrests were made following a 3-week operation by Force 10 led by Inspector Jack Wessil with support from the community. 1 suspect was captured by police while another was handed over by community members. Commander Turi confirmed that 4 other suspects from Goilala were already in custody at Boroko Police Station, while others initially detained had been released after questioning. He revealed that a total of 7 suspects were directly involved in the home invasion and abduction, with 1 still on the run. Additionally, accomplices outside the house have also been identified and police are working on their arrests. Turi called on the community to help bring in the remaining suspects. He also commended the task force for their intelligence work which led to these arrests. Inspector Jack Wessil also acknowledged the cooperation of Barungi residents who facilitated the surrender of 1 suspect. Margaret Gabriel was raped and murdered on February 15, 2025 in a brutal attack that has shocked Port Moresby. Investigations are ongoing as police work to apprehend all individuals involved. James Gukan, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with Nasfund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
I'm living business, Lomilo. Okay, boss, Lomi, kay Lomi.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Chukai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee Board has approved the appointment of PNG-OC Treasurer Elaine Yorive as Chef de Mission for Team PNG at the Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games. As Chef de Mission, she will be responsible for overseeing all aspects of Team PNG's participation in Glasgow 2026, ensuring that athletes and officials are well prepared and supported throughout the event. PNG Garamut's cricket team has departed Jackson's Airport today to attend the Brisbane tour.
Speaking to Chukai Sports today, Garamut's coach Kilapala provided insights on the team and the preparations leading up before the travel.
The team consists of 18 players. Home-based, we have 17, and we got one Brisbane-based player, Alu and Boge. So he's in school there in Brisbane. So he'll be joining the team straight after school this afternoon. Our preparation leading up to the travel, we had center wicket, We also played 2 by 50-over matches amongst ourselves. And then also we had training on our TEF training nets.
He also gave an update on the competition and the upcoming matches leading up to the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific Division 1 qualifier in Japan.
We are scheduled to play 4 games in the 10 days that we're in Brisbane. We play Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we play Sunday. So we are playing clubs there in Brisbane.
He highlighted the importance of the opportunities.
Oh, it's a big opportunity for the players. Learning and discovering their talents. Yeah, pretty much. Training here, the weather hasn't been kind to us. But hopefully when we are down in Brisbane, we'll get exposure to some of the best facilities in Brisbane. So yeah, as much as possible we are trying to learn and gain experience and then put that into practice while we are there.
Coach Pala also acknowledged the sponsors.
Thank you to the sponsors, Pacific Sport, Cricket PNG, and the sponsors of Cricket PNG, Cricket Australia and Cricket Queensland for allowing and giving us the opportunity to showcase our talents down in Brisbane.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Our youth walk our streets and they see everything around them. They see all the institutions, they see all the corporations, they see the private sector, the civil services. They see everything around us, but the modalities of connectivity, how do we connect? How do we engage? How do we bring value to that?
Monday night on In Focus, we feature discussions on the Youth Resource Week.
The population numbers are huge. The opportunities in the formal space are low.
That's on Monday night.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Hello Wigman Club has named its final squad for the Papua New Guinea National Rugby League Competition 2025 season.
After an intensive 10 weeks of pre-season, the Crotonella Wigmen have announced their 35-man squad, which will feature a balance of mix, fresh young talents and seasoned campaigners. According to the club's Chief Executive Officer, Patrick Talu, the three-time premiership-winning halves Commendation in Tony Wemin and Solomon Porgera will headline the squad. Veteran Uka Woods Kawage completes the spine as he was also named in the squad. Other experienced players named in the squad are former PNG Hunters forward Casey Dixon, veteran front rower Manu Kame and Stephen Ye. Mr. Talu said the club is all about finding talents and nurturing them to be elite players and final contenders, bringing the best within themselves to reach their full potential. He further said the Wigmen prides itself in exporting talents to PNG Hunters and overseas contracts. The Wigmen is one of the glamour clubs in the competition after having dominance in the last decade, making 5 grand final appearances and having won 3 premierships. With the grand final loss last year to Mount Aigen Eagles, Talu said the team is motivated to go one better this year. Mr. Talu made special mention to players that were elevated from the development squad last year, which includes Simeon John, Joel Tandape, Komi Toliman, and Stephen Kombane, who have shown outstanding progresses and are ready to compete in the top-level competition. Pakatambua, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with Nasfund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Attention all students, parents and schools. The Smart Start School promotion is back for 2025. Your school could win a school grant worth 44,000 kina. Here's how. Collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits, write your name, number and school on an envelope, put the empty packets inside and drop them into an entry box at a registered school. The school with the highest number of valid entries in each region wins. 1,000 consolation prizes are also up for grabs. Register your school now with Paradise Foods Limited. Smart Start breakfast biscuit, proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes on Auckland. Now an NRL team based here. To create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching.
All the younger ones should follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him on the walk one time.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
Now looking at the weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City becoming cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Daru partly cloudy with few showers. Kerema fine, then becoming cloudy this evening with some showers. Alotau partly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Popondetta partly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Lay City, fine then becoming cloudy this evening with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medeng partly cloudy with chances of brief showers at times and possible thunderstorm in the evening. Wewak partly cloudy to mostly cloudy in the evening with chances of night showers. And Vanimo, fine then becoming cloudy tonight with chances of few showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau partly cloudy with chances of few showers and rain drizzles. Kavieng mostly fine. Kokopo and Rabaul partly cloudy with chances of some rain showers. Kimbe cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka fine then becoming cloudy in the evening. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City mostly cloudy with rain and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabek cloudy period with rain and possible thunderstorms. Moving to small ships forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Hood Point to Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milimbe Islands, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huen Gulf to Finchafan, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Waters of Finchafan to Whittier Strait to Siasi Long Island to Medeng, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Medeng to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands to New Island, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of East and West New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. And waters of Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Now looking at the ocean forecast, Coral Sea sees slight northeast to southwest winds of 10 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea sees smooth northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea sees smooth to slight easterly winds of 10 to 15 knots. And Pacific Ocean sees moderate easterly winds of 15 to 20 knots with gusts.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 21st of March, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next. At 7 p.m., Elite Music Zone. 8 p.m., Talk PC News Headlines, followed by AFL Premiership Season. 11 p.m., National